We're live.
Even though
It's powered by Rich right now.
even though we've got 4, 8, 12, 1,500. We got 1,556 cubic inches of Pontiac in the back of my truck in the last 24 hours, and still no engine in the GTO. So, got a call from the machine shop. We worked a little bit late last night, trying to make up for the time that we lost figuring out with the engine, and got a decent night's sleep. Woke up this morning, working on the GTO a little bit, and then got a call from the machine shop saying that that block has had some heat in it, the 455, and it needs to have a line bore done to it. Now my machine, I trust my machinist. He does fantastic work, and he doesn't have a line bore because he knows a guy who is the best, and he'll only use that guy to use a line bore. He can only line bore, I think, on Sunday.
Sunday night, yeah.
Sunday night. Even though we have all of our parts tomorrow, we won't be able to get our block back until Monday. So that gives tomorrow, depending on when the parts land, they can put the pistons on the rods. They can the crankshaft's done. The block is decked. The heads are getting done. In the 60s, they still had lead in the fuel, so the valves, the lead is very soft, so as the fuel is coming through, it kind of dampens the amount of hitting the valves up against the seats. And because we've got the heads off, we're also doing the decking the heads and putting hardened seats in. So that means machining out the valves and then putting hardened seats in. That gives the machine shop a chance to do that. They were doing that today, and they'll be doing that tomorrow. So when they called and said that we might not be able to get it until Sunday, we started calling around, looking around. Oh, I got a little upset. Not upset, but disappointed, because it's very high and very low. It's like, yeah, we're gonna make it. No, we're not. Yeah, we got a different plan. No, it's not gonna work. Another plan. No, that's not gonna work. So as soon as I went in, had lunch, came back, was tinkering around on GTO again, and then the owner of the old Dundle Auto Wreckers came in and said, "Oh, I heard you were looking for a Pontiac block. Go call this guy. He's got a 400 on it." So we went down, checked it out. We thought even just to throw it in, get us to North Carolina or wherever, how far it would take us. If it blows up partly along the way, we had a backup to pick up our fully machined and done block, throw it in the back of a pickup, meet us somewhere, we could throw it in a parking lot. Total roadkill style.
Yeah, well planned there, yeah.
But the 400 turned out to be a 301, so we did take it home just in case, but the 327, the 350, the 400, 455, 427 all share the same block. The 301 does not. So the Valley is basically, people said there's no big block and small block Pontiac. Well, I could say that is not true, because the 301 is a small block Pontiac. So our intake didn't fit, meaning that our exhaust would be in, and it's only like a couple inches, but it's still a couple inches, inch and a half, whatever. And our intake didn't fit, meaning that the sniper wouldn't work. We could have went with a 2-barrel carburetor all the way there. I don't think that really makes sense. So now we're just working on all the small little details that I figured I'd be doing in a parking lot somewhere, but we'll be doing those now, and we have to wait for our line bore. As soon as that's done, we've got an engine. Good news though, Stefan's been working on his ride. That video will be coming out soon.
Yeah, we'll make an announcement hopefully tomorrow, if I'm going to be editing all night.
Yeah, so Aaron's going to go home, edit everything, and then he's going to hop in the car with Stefan. They're going to head down to North Carolina.
We're going to start Power Tour.
You're going to start Power Tour without the goat.
Without the goat.
So, really wish that I wouldn't have polished the car and would have driven it right away.
Yeah, but yeah.
Hindsight is 2020. And that's the way it goes. So, yeah, we were going to do a slalom course on it, possibly. We've got the old steering box on it. We got a new steering box for it. Just wanted to compare. The engine's out. Probably throw the new steering box in it. And then I'm not going to get too carried away. It's been a very stressful last couple days. Last 6 weeks, actually. There hasn't been a night where I haven't been working on it, where I haven't been focused on finishing it and making it, so it's kind of disappointing, but it is what it is. So yeah.
Someone said Milwaukee Tools doesn't make a line.
I don't know. I'm missing the show. I should be in Milwaukee right now. I'd be able to answer that if I went to the show.
Handheld line boring socket.
So, yep.
So that's where we're at.
That's where we're at.
Can we see the other engine?
Yeah, it's on the forks. We risk letting a pile of mosquitoes in there. The cat doesn't get mosquitoes.
I wonder if we should just go outside. We can go outside. Do you have a flashlight?
Yeah.
Here.
My phone's almost dead.
Oh. Bring the big tower light.
Okay. Hey, kitty. Can you show us the way?
So there it is.
So there is another block. So that would be a 301, which would have probably saved us like a couple $100 in fuel. And it would have been a complete dog. But for mostly cruising, it would have been just fine. So I'm glad we didn't get into it too much. We could probably bring that block back. We even thought, so the biggest thing is this intake is a lot smaller, and there's actually a lot of emissions crap on it because this is a 79. So they've got exhaust ports running between the heads, and they'd be pumping air into there and stupid silly stuff like that to get the emissions down. The carb setup, it was impossible for us to get the Holly on there. So then I had a Firebird, and the Firebird had a 4-barrel 350. So we looked at that intake, and we thought maybe we could make that intake.
We can go back in.
Okay, all right. So we thought maybe we could get that intake to fit that engine, and that didn't work. Oh, I'll take that.
Okay. So 455 is our best option. That's basically what it comes down to. There's no other options now.
So if you remember me talking in the disc brake video, I got a buddy who had a numbers matching judge, and he is a big Pontiac guy. He's actually the president of the GTO club in this area, I guess. And he's looking for us if there's any other options. We've got the machine shops are gonna get bombarded with calls from about 4 different people asking if they can line bore a 455.
Tomorrow.
So, but I don't think my machinist is gonna give the okay to go anywhere else, and I don't want to step on his toes, I guess. They're doing us a favor by jumping the line. So we've got some video of that coming up too, exactly what they're doing to the block so that we can live stress-free once it's running. But in the meantime, we'll just pick away at it and carry on as if whatever.
Rich is doing everything that he didn't have time to do
because
when he was focused on
the transmission wasn't shifting and the whatever else. So I knew that it would still be tight to get it to where I want it. I don't want to redo stuff afterwards, so try to do it right the first time. And that's why we're in the spot that we're in. So, any questions? If you guys know of any machine shops, you can comment down below, or if you run a machine shop and you would like to line bore a 454, 455 tomorrow, send us an email at thebossgarage@gmail.com. If you have a block as a backup in case the 455 does something stupid, or we can't get parts, or something unforeseen happens and we can't get the block at all, I think at that point I'm going to throw the car on a trailer and just drive my truck down. I'm not missing all the... we're going to be notorious for the guys that show up with vehicles that aren't running, but sometimes it's out of my hands.
It's only happened one time.
Oh, the Audi, I guess, for LS Fest, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's where we're at.
Yeah, so if you're coming to Power Tour, look for me and Stefan will be at the Holly booth day 1. And then hopefully day 2, most definitely day 3. Rich will be along with us, so
I will be there.
yeah, we'll all be there. That's what we're at, yeah.
So yeah,
There you go. There's your update.
thanks guys.